It's really about human rights. And it's about being able to, again, get along with all kinds of people and love everybody and having a common goal and a common vision that people can buy into. And that's what true leadership is all about.
To reclaim the American dream and reaffirm that fundamental truth that out of many we are one, that while we breathe, we hope, and where we are met with cynicism and doubt and those who tell us that we can't, we will respond with that timeless creed that sums up the spirit of a people. Yes, we can. Thank you. God bless you. And may God bless the United States of America.
There is no God condemning people. Everyone is God's.
Every age, every generation has its built-in assumptions that the world is flat, that the world is round, etc. There are hundreds of hidden assumptions, things we take for granted that may or may not be true. Of course, in the vast majority of cases, historically, these things aren't true. So presumably, if history is any guide, much about what we take for granted about the world simply isn't true. But we're locked into these precepts without even knowing it oftentimes. That's a paradox.
Barack Obama! How do you feel? Great! Yes! It's a dream come true! That's right! That's right!
We're bombarded by huge amounts of information, and it's coming into our body, and we're processing it, coming in through our sense organs. And it's percolating up, and at each step, we're eliminating information. And finally, what is bubbling up to consciousness is the one that's the most self-serving.
The brain processes 400 billion bits of information a second, but we're only aware of 2,000 of those. But our awareness of those 2,000 bits of information are just about the environment, our body, and about time.
In the old thinking, I cannot change anything because I don't have any role at all in reality. Reality is already there. It's material objects moving in their own way from deterministic laws. And mathematics determines what they will do in a given situation. I, the experiencer, have no role at all.
An awful lot of problems, not all of them to be sure, but an awful lot of problems that get labeled as psychological problems really amount to people making rotten choices. And they ought to be instructed to make different ones.
In the new view, yes, mathematics can give us something. It gives us the possibilities that all these movements can assume, but it cannot give us the actual experience that I'll be having in my consciousness. I choose that experience. And therefore, literally, I create my own reality. It may sound like a tremendous bombastic claim by some new agey without any understanding of physics whatsoever, but really quantum physics is telling us that.
This is our moment. This is our time.
What is reality?
What I thought was unreal now, for me, seems in some ways to be more real than what I think to be real, which seems now more to be unreal.
Is there a possibility that all the tensors exist side by side? Have you ever seen yourself through the eyes of someone else that you have become?
From parliaments and palaces to those who are huddled around radios in the forgotten corners of the world, our stories are singular, but our destiny is shared. And a new dawn of American leadership is at hand.
The macroscopic world that we see is the world of our cells. It's the world of our atoms, the world of our nuclei. These are each totally different worlds. They have their own language. They have their own mathematics. They're not just smaller. Each is totally different. But they're complementary. Because I am my atoms, but I am also my cells. I'm also my macroscopic physiology. It's all true. They're just different levels of truth. The deepest level of truth uncovered by science and by philosophy is the fundamental truth of unity.
I think what the President-elect Barack Obama brings is the ability to include all people at all levels.
Most of the problems that religion and various philosophical movements down through the centuries have produced have been errors because that's where they started. That God is a distinct, separate being from us, to whom I must offer worship, whom I must cultivate, humor, please, and hope to attain a reward from at the very end of my life. That is not what God is. That is a blasphemy.
Sorry? Oh. Have you ever seen this symbol?
Seen what? No, what the hell's that?
This one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
That's this formula.
Yep.
And here stands waarheid.
Yep.
In Dutch, in English is a truth.
Yep. All right.
And this is the definition for the absolute truth.
Absolute.
Thank
truth.
you.
Gotcha.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you. Very kind.
Well, now this is my first affair, so please be kind. Handle my heart with care, and please be kind. This is all so grand, my dreams are on parade. If you would understand, no, they never fade. Just tell me your love's sincere, and please be kind. Tell me I needn't fear, please be kind. 'Cause if you leave me, babe, I know my heart will lose its mind. If you love me, love me, love me, please be kind.
Passend in het thema de verheffing, de groei, maakte Obama van Ann Cooper een symbool van zijn eigen opkomst.
Dus in 2000, want de vermoeden gaat van dat